We've got pretty much everything that we need, almost everything, but there's little details here and there we don't know how it was put together, especially in the vestibules. That's the original. These are your chain guides that were underneath the car that guide the chain from there, from the wheel, into the braking system on it. We will use what we can. Even though it's corroded in that, the integrity of the metal is fine. Electrical switches that operate solenoids. The signal light bezels that go up on the top of the car stamp on this to make the gong go off. These are the latches for the windows. We've cleaned them up, obviously. They were painted over. We have a good number of them, which is really good. On that shelf over there's some interesting pieces. Those are all the gear mechanisms that you see there for the scrolls. Some of the gears will have to be repaired. They're cracked, but we'll make that function again. What's laying down there is actually one of the vestibule walls. So it's one of the walls that go into the main cabin of the streetcar. And so we have 3 of those because there was a division for the smoking section. So you have one at each end and one about a third the way down, and to block the smoking section off. So what we're doing here is we're obviously trying to save as much of the original wood as possible, and that includes seaming old and new together. That's a pretty good example of how we seam the section in, because this part is good. Not much of this is glued together. It's all more or less mortise and tenon and pinned together, probably to keep it from breaking up and cracking. And when the car was going down the track, it had to be somewhat flexible. There was no steel framework to support everything. It was all done by wood.